Quantum manifestation is rooted in the idea that the mind, body, and energy field are not separate, but deeply interconnected, and when they are aligned, we tap into a far greater capacity to shape our lives. Most people tend to think of manifestation only as focusing on a goal or visualizing what they want. But the deeper truth is that the process involves creating harmony between our mental patterns, our physical state, and the energetic frequency we radiate into the world. The human nervous system is constantly interpreting signals from both the external environment and the internal environment of our thoughts and emotions. When those signals are coherent, when our mind is clear, our body is calm, and our energy is steady, we naturally step into a state where creation and manifestation become not only possible, but inevitable. The mind plays a powerful role in this process. Our thoughts are not just abstract ideas floating in space. They're electric impulses that generate measurable electromagnetic fields. Neuroscientists have shown that every thought is accompanied by neural firing patterns, which are then reflected in the chemistry of our body. When we continuously hold stressful, fearful, or doubtful thoughts, our brain signals the release of stress hormones that keep the nervous system stuck in survival mode. In this state, the body cannot fully heal, creativity is stifled, and our energetic field reflects turbulence. On the other hand, when we intentionally focus on thoughts of clarity, gratitude, and possibility, our brain chemistry shifts, calming the nervous system and signaling safety. This mental shift creates a fertile ground for aligning the body and energy field with the vision we want to manifest. The body is not just a passive vessel, but an active participant in manifestation. Every emotion we feel is experienced as a physiological response. Tension in the muscles, changes in heart rate, or sensations in the gut. Over time, repeated emotional patterns create ingrained physical habits, almost like a memory stored in the body. For example, chronic stress can lead to shallow breathing and tightened posture, which reinforces the message of danger to the nervous system. If we're trying to manifest abundance or peace while our body is still locked in defensive survival patterns, we send out conflicting signals. The nervous system becomes confused and alignment is broken. By practicing techniques like breathwork, meditation, or mindful movement, we retrain the body to relax and trust. When the body shifts into a parasympathetic, calm state, it opens up a clear channel for the mind's intentions and the energetic field to synchronize. Energy is the third vital component, often overlooked in traditional approaches to manifestation. Quantum physics has shown us that everything in the universe is made up of energy vibrating at different frequencies. Human beings are no exception. The electromagnetic field generated by the heart is far stronger than that of the brain, extending several feet beyond the body, and this field is constantly interacting with the environment. When our energy is scattered or chaotic, it creates interference, weakening the signal we send into the quantum field. But when the mind is focused and the body is calm, our energy field becomes coherent, like a clear signal being broadcast. This coherence is what draws aligned opportunities, people, and experiences toward us. Because in the quantum model, like frequencies resonate and attract each other. True quantum manifestation happens when all three, mind, body, and energy, are working in harmony. If even one of these elements is out of balance, the process becomes blocked or inconsistent. For example, you may have the mental clarity of knowing exactly what you want, but if your body is tense and stressed, your nervous system keeps signaling danger, pulling you back into old survival patterns. Or you may have a calm body and even steady energy from relaxation practices, but if your mind is cluttered with doubt, the signal you project is weakened. The alignment process requires conscious practice, training yourself to think, feel, and embody the reality you wish to create. This is not about forcing the outcome, but about becoming the version of yourself who naturally resonates with that outcome. When the mind generates thoughts of possibility, the body responds with feelings of safety and openness, and the energy field vibrates coherently. Manifestation becomes a natural extension of this inner state. In this way, Quantum manifestation is not about reaching outside yourself for something new, but about bringing yourself into alignment so that your inner state becomes a direct match to the outer reality you desire. It is a shift from fragmentation to wholeness, from conflict to coherence, from dissonance to harmony. This alignment not only makes manifestation effective, but also supports the nervous system in resetting itself, because coherence across mind, body, and energy signals to the nervous system that it is safe, stable, and empowered to thrive. The nervous system is the central command center of the human body, regulating how we respond to both our inner thoughts and the outer world. When it is functioning in a balanced way, we feel calm, resilient, and adaptable. But when it is stuck in patterns of stress, our entire system shifts into survival mode, limiting our ability to heal, create, and thrive. Quantum manifestation offers a way to directly influence and rewire the nervous system by shifting the signals we send through our thoughts, emotions, and energetic states. Instead of reinforcing stress patterns, this practice teaches the body and mind to operate from balance, creating new neural pathways and emotional associations that support peace, clarity, and expansion. The nervous system has two primary branches: the sympathetic, responsible for fight or flight responses, and the parasympathetic, responsible for rest, recovery, and repair. In today's world, many people live with chronic activation of the sympathetic branch due to ongoing stress, overthinking, and emotional turbulence. This constant state of alert floods the body with cortisol and adrenaline, leading to fatigue, tension, and even illness. From the perspective of manifestation, a nervous system locked in survival mode cannot send out coherent signals of abundance, love, or peace because it is fixated on protection and scarcity. This is why rewiring is necessary. Not just calming the mind for a moment, but retraining the entire system to recognize safety and balance as its natural state. Quantum manifestation influences this rewiring process by changing the inputs that the nervous system responds to. Every thought generates an internal experience, and every emotion leaves a physical imprint. When we repeat thoughts of fear, lack, or self-doubt, the nervous system interprets these as signals of danger and strengthens the neural pathways that keep us in stress mode. However, when we consciously direct our focus to empowering thoughts and intentionally generate elevated emotions such as gratitude, love, and joy, we provide the nervous system with a new set of signals. Over time, with repetition and consistency, the body begins to accept these new signals as familiar and safe. This process is neuroplasticity in action, the ability of the brain and nervous system to rewire themselves based on experience and practice. One of the most powerful aspects of quantum manifestation is the use of visualization combined with emotion. When we visualize a desired reality with full sensory detail and pair it with the feeling of already experiencing it, the nervous system does not distinguish between imagination and reality. To the body, the signal is real. Neural pathways that were once linked to stress and survival begin to shift, creating associations with peace, trust, and possibility. The parasympathetic branch is activated more often, heart rate and breathing patterns normalize, and the chemistry of the body shifts toward healing and restoration. In this state, the nervous system resets itself, no longer dominated by old survival responses, but attuned to a new baseline of balance. Breath is another tool that plays a central role in rewiring the nervous system through quantum manifestation practices. The way we breathe directly influences the balance between sympathetic and parasympathetic activation. Shallow, rapid breathing reinforces stress responses, while deep, slow, rhythmic breathing signals safety and calm. By pairing intentional breathwork with visualization and positive thought, the nervous system receives consistent feedback that it is safe to relax. This repeated signaling strengthens new neural circuits, creating a pattern where the body naturally shifts away from fight or flight into a more harmonious state. Over time, The nervous system begins to anticipate safety and stability as the default mode, rather than stress and defense. Energy coherence is also vital in this rewiring process. The heart, often referred to as the body's energetic center, generates powerful electromagnetic fields that influence the nervous system and brain activity. When the heart and brain are out of sync, when the mind is stressed but the body craves calm, the nervous system experiences incoherence, which translates into tension and imbalance. Quantum manifestation practices, by focusing on aligning intention, thought, and elevated feeling, create what scientists call heart-brain coherence. This state produces smoother heart rhythms, balanced brainwave patterns, and a nervous system that operates in harmony. In this coherent state, the body feels safe, the mind is clear. Shifting inner states is the foundation of true transformation because every external reality we experience is, in one way or another, a reflection of what we carry within. When people attempt to change their lives by only altering outer circumstances, they often find that the results are temporary or inconsistent. This happens because the inner state, the combination of thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and energy, remains unchanged. Quantum manifestation emphasizes the principle that when the inner state changes, the outer world reorganizes itself to match it. The nervous system, mind, and energy field are constantly broadcasting signals that influence what we notice, how we act, and what opportunities align with us. By consciously shifting our inner state, we broadcast a new signal into the quantum field, and the external world begins to mirror that new frequency. The inner state is a complex interplay of mind and body. Our thoughts generate electrical impulses, our emotions create biochemical responses, and our body encodes these patterns into habitual reactions. If someone constantly lives in an inner state of fear or lack, their nervous system adapts to it as normal. The body becomes accustomed to stress hormones like cortisol. The mind develops thought loops of doubt and scarcity, and the energy field broadcasts turbulence. As a result, the person often encounters external situations that reflect this same chaos. When, however, the inner state is shifted toward peace, gratitude, or abundance, the chemistry of the body shifts as well. Stress hormones decrease, the nervous system resets into balance, and the energy field becomes coherent. This inner shift is what allows outer experiences to reorganize around new patterns of alignment. One of the most powerful tools for shifting inner states is awareness. Many people live unconsciously, repeating the same thoughts and emotions every day, unaware that they are reinforcing the same reality. Awareness interrupts the cycle by making us notice our inner state in real time. The moment we realize we are trapped in stress or negativity, we gain the power to choose a different state. That choice might involve focusing on a thought of gratitude, slowing the breath, or visualizing a desired outcome. Each conscious shift sends a new message to the nervous system and begins creating new neural pathways. Over time, awareness transforms into mastery, where the individual no longer reacts automatically, but chooses their inner state deliberately. Another vital element of shifting inner states is the deliberate cultivation of elevated emotions. Emotions like love, joy, compassion, and gratitude are not just pleasant feelings. They are powerful signals that shape both the body and the quantum field. When we generate these emotions intentionally, the heart rhythm smooths, the nervous system enters coherence, and the brain begins to produce balanced wave patterns. This alignment creates an electromagnetic signature that resonates with similar frequencies in the outer world. The outer transformation is not forced, but emerges naturally as life reorganizes itself to match the new emotional frequency. By sustaining elevated emotions, we train the body to live in alignment with a reality that has not yet physically appeared, but is already being attracted energetically. The process of shifting inner states also requires releasing old patterns that keep the nervous system trapped in the past. Many of the states we live in daily are remnants of past experiences, trauma, disappointment, or repeated stress. These experiences left imprints on the nervous system, which continues to respond as if the danger or lack is still present. Quantum manifestation teaches that by bringing attention to these patterns and choosing to embody a new state, we can dissolve the hold of the past. The nervous system begins to accept the new state as familiar, and over time, the old pathways weaken. This is the essence of transformation, not ignoring or denying the past, but training the body and mind to no longer live in it. Breathwork, visualization, and meditation are practical techniques for embodying new inner states. Breath regulates the nervous system. Visualization programs the mind with new possibilities, and meditation quiets the habitual thought patterns that reinforce old states. When these practices are combined, they create a powerful shift in inner reality. The body begins to feel safe and open, the mind becomes focused, and the energy field radiates coherence. In this state, the person is no longer defined by old limitations, but by the new frequency they are consciously embodying. Outer transformation follows because the new inner state influences decisions, perceptions, and the opportunities that appear. The outer world responds not only to what we think, but to the vibration we consistently maintain. Two people may take the same action, but their outcomes differ because their inner states are different. One acts from fear and doubt, and the other acts from confidence and alignment. The difference in results is not luck, but resonance. The nervous system of the aligned individual is calm, their energy is coherent, and their inner state signals trust. This allows them to notice opportunities, respond creatively, and attract circumstances that reflect their frequency. Shifting the inner state changes how the individual interacts with life, and that interaction becomes the key to external transformation. The principle that inner states create outer transformation is supported by both science and experience. Studies on placebo effects, for instance, show how belief and expectation can produce measurable healing in the body. What this demonstrates is that the inner state of belief, trust, and expectation has the power to influence physical reality. Quantum manifestation takes this understanding further, applying it not just to healing, but to every area of life: relationships, success, creativity, and abundance. When a nervous system and energy field embody the state of already having what is desired, the outer world aligns with that vibration. This is not magic, but the natural outcome of coherence between inner and outer realities.